KIB Animation Studio presents
The Fastest in the Forest. In the heart of a bright, endless forest lived Riko, a young fox with flame-colored fur and legs built for speed. Riko didn't just run, he raced the wind. He outran falling leaves. He chased shadows until they surrendered. And every time he won, the forest seemed to celebrate. Not loudly, forests don't clap, but birds lifted from branches, leaves spiraled in rising air, and the earth hummed beneath his paws. Speed was his identity. Speed was his pride. Speed was his proof. At the edge of the same forest lived Mara, an old tortoise with a moss-dusted shell and slow, deliberate steps. Mara didn't race, she observed. She traced the forest floor like she was reading a story written in dirt and fallen petals. Many times Riko passed Mara, sometimes in a blur, sometimes in laughter, sometimes without noticing her at all. One afternoon, the forest changed. Smoke rolled between the trees like dark waves. Birds scattered. Heat crackled through dry leaves. A fire had broken loose. Riko ran. He ran faster than he ever had before. He sprinted to warn the clearing near the river. He sprinted to search for an opening. He sprinted in circles, trying to outrun something that did not race. It consumed. The fire did not care about speed. It spread steadily. And suddenly, Riko realized something terrifying. He knew how to run through the forest. He did not know how to leave it. Paths he had never studied twisted in smoke. Shortcuts he relied on disappeared in flame. Panic replaced pride. The world shrank. Through the haze, Riko saw Mara. Mara was moving, slowly, calmly, not away from the fire, but along a narrow, shaded path carved between damp earth and stone. Riko hesitated. Mara did not rush. She simply continued forward with quiet certainty, and Riko followed. Together, Riko and Mara moved through low brush, across cool mud, between two massive rocks that formed a natural barrier. Behind Riko and Mara, the fire roared. Ahead of them, the river opened wide and safe. When they reached the water, Riko collapsed, chest rising and falling like a broken rhythm. Mara stepped beside him. The forest crackled in the distance. Silence settled. And in that silence, Riko understood. He had memorized the forest in moments. Mara had memorized it in meaning. He had raced through life. She had walked through it. Speed made Riko impressive. Slowness had made Mara prepared. The fire eventually died. The forest would grow again, and from that day on, when Riko ran, he noticed the ground beneath him, because the fastest one in the forest had learned something no one expected. Being ahead means nothing if you don't know where you are.